morning, good afternoon, good evening. We begin with the warm-up. Start marching on the spot and arm circles. Change directions. Reach up and lean side to side. Now grab your dowel and we dislocate. Inhale as you go up, exhale as you go back. Inhale as you go up, exhale as you go forward. So breathing helps you pace yourself and not move too fast because that can lead to injury. Now reverse dislocates, same thing. Initiate by squeezing your shoulder blades together and grip the stick in the front so you feel a stretch in your forearms. And pop the stick to the side. Step your left foot forward. We have hip to hamstring. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Inhale, feel a stretch in your right hip flexor. Exhale, feel a stretch in your left hamstring. Remember to tuck your toe in the back. We're going to stay with the left foot forward and we have elbow to foot lunge on the left. So inhale, drop your hips. Exhale, elbow down. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, hands down, hips up. Now we're going to change sides. Right foot forward, inhale, push forward, exhale, hinge back. Now keep your right foot forward. Now we're going to inhale, hips down, exhale, elbow to foot, inhale, reach right arm up, rotate, exhale, hands down, hips up. Again, inhale, hips down, chest up, exhale, elbow to foot, inhale, right arm up, exhale, hands down, hips up. Next, internal, external rotations. Place your feet on the ground, then drop your knees, and then side to side rotations. At first, try to keep both buttocks on the ground, and then gradually you can rotate more. You can sit up and not use your arms to support. Next, shin box. Get up, squeeze your glutes, come back down, flip to the other side. Get up on the knees, squeeze the glutes. You can use your hands to get up if you need to. Next, glute bridge. Feet parallel to each other, exhale and push, squeeze your glutes, inhale down. Raise the legs. Nice and straight. Inhale, lower them down as far as you can. Exhale, raise them up. You can lower them down quite shallowly, like so. Or you can go deeper. Try to keep your knees straight, toes pointed. Next, knee stands flow. Raise your knees, raise your hips, tuck the toes under, sit on your heels, rock back, feet together, knees together, squat. Again, raise your knees, stretching the tops of your feet, raise your hips, hip flexors and quads, tuck the toes under, stretching the toes, and rock back, stretching the ankles. One more time. I'll show the advanced version. Raise the knees, raise the hips. Here, instead of coming down, you're gonna come straight up, tuck the toes, and rock back. Once you're in the squat, hold the squat. Get comfortable in the squat, widen your stance, and we've got frog salute. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach down. Next, frog blossom. Reach up, both hands. Stand up. Reach down. Squat. Reach up. Stand. I breathe in as I reach down. Breathe out as I squat. Breathe in as I reach up. Breathe out as I stand. Next, single leg Romanian deadlift on the left. You can kick your knee up, but you don't have to. You can also just bring the leg up like this, in line with the other one. Breathe in as you go down. Breathe out as you come up. Now we're going to change sides. Excellent. Now let's grab our kettlebell and we halo it around the head. As you do it, brace your abdominals and avoid sticking out your tummy. So tummy is nice and tight. Inhale as you go around to the back. Exhale as you come to the front. Professional dismount the kettlebell. And the warm-up is done. Now let's get on with the session. Today we're practicing the clean and jerk. And if you're a beginner, you'll be practicing dead clean and push press. So here's clean and jerk. And here's dead clean and push press for beginners. Start between the feet. You're going to use, to start with, a kettlebell that you can press for 10 reps on each side. So something you can press for 10 reps. This is going to be your first round. After that, you can increase your kettlebell size. So you're going to grab your kettlebell now, something you can press for 10 reps. We begin in 5 seconds. And we have 1 clean and jerk on the left side or your non-dominant side. Set yourself up without a rush and go. Shake it off. So this should feel fairly easy because you can press this kettlebell for 10 reps. Next, you're going to do the same thing on your right side. 1 clean and jerk or dead clean and push press. Off we go. All right, now it's going to get more interesting. So now you're going to do 2 reps on the left. 10 seconds to go. And we have 2 reps on the left. And go. Left side, 2 reps. Shake it off. 10 seconds left, and we're going to do the same thing on the right. 2 reps. 3, 2, 1. Right side, 2 reps. All right, now it's gonna get interesting. So now you're gonna do 3 reps. If you can, if you feel like your breathing has calmed down and you can do 3 reps, go for it. If not, you can do 2 reps on this one. And left side, 3 or 2 reps. Okay, very short amount of rest. Breathe. And other side, 3 reps. All right, shake it off. Now I'm going to go up in kettlebell size, and we're gonna do 1 rep on the left. And off we go, 1 rep. Okay, 1 rep, and then rest, move around, breathe. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Right side, 1 rep. And move around. Now in the next round, you can stick to 1 or you can do 2. Okay, 3, 2, 1, left side. You can do 2 or 1. Ten seconds to go. We're going to repeat the same number of reps on the other side. And go, right side. And shake it off. right, so all together we're doing this for 20 minutes. So you want to last. So don't go too heavy for too many reps. You need to be able to talk by the time the next round starts. This one you can do 1, 2, or 3 reps. Off we go, left side. Three, 2, 1, right side. All right, you can stay on the same kettlebell, or you can go up and you have a single. Off we go, single on the left. So this first one is always a single. And you want to be able to catch your breath between rounds. If you notice that you're still gasping, then you need to reduce your intensity. And single on the right. Right, in the next round, you can do 1 or 2. So I'm noticing that my breath is pretty elevated. I can still talk. So I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna do a single. You can do 2 if you want to. So in this practice, we do not gasp. If you find that you're gasping before you have to start the next round, you're going too hard. You need to go a bit easier. 3, 2, 1. Same number of reps on the other side, right side. So we always want to do the same number of reps on our dominant side as what we just did on our non-dominant side. Non-dominant side leads. It directs how many reps we're going to do. Okay, next one, you're going to do 1 or 2 or 3 reps. I'm sticking with singles. Off we go, left side. One of the warning signs that you should be easing off is if your breathing changes. So you notice that my breathing stays exactly the same. If I started to hold my breath or gasp in a different way, that's a stop sign. It means I should reduce the reps, or stop. And right side. So another stop sign is if your technique changes. That's a big one. The technique should be identical regardless of how heavy you're going, how many reps you're doing, how long you're resting. Shouldn't matter. Okay, this time everyone's doing 1 rep on the left. Off we go. So we have 2 signs. Breathing, technique. The third sign is tempo. If your tempo drastically changes, becomes too fast or too slow, that's also a sign that it's time to change the intensity. Right side, single rep. Okay, in the next round, you can do 1 or 2 reps. 10 seconds. Go. 1 or 2 on the left. Try to practice flying the kettlebell close to your body during the clean. So avoid throwing it forward. It should fly as close as humanly possible to your body. So the elbow moves back during the clean, not like this, like this. Right side, 1 or 2 reps. Next round, 1 or 2 or 3 reps. 3, 2, 1. Left side, 1, 2 or 3 reps. I'm doing singles. The most common error when performing clean and jerks is to not switch on the glutes simultaneously. So what people often do is this kind of movement. I call it the ballerina butt. Don't do that. Just squeeze the butt cheeks together. That gives you much more power. Try it now. Right side, 1 rep. Or 2 or 3. All right, and now everyone's going back down to singles. All right, single on the left, and go. Re-choking my hands. It's important when you're gripping something heavy to make sure your grip is secure. So if your hands sweat, use the choke. 3, 2, 1, 1 or 2 or 3 reps on the right. Oh no, sorry, that's a single. Just a single on the right. So in the next round, we have 1 or 2 reps on the left. All right, 1 or 2. Off we go. When landing in the jerk and that catch, hit your heels into the ground at the same time as you straighten your elbow. That creates a very strong catch in the jerk. Slam your heels, don't be shy. 3, 2, 1. 1 or 2 on the right. So it's good to set up properly, dismount properly. If those things start to suffer, that's part of your technique. That means intensity has to go down. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2 or 3 on the left. So I'm sticking with singles all the way through because with this weight, this is where my optimal intensity lies. For you, it might be different. So you mind your stop signs. 3, 2, 1. Right side, 1, 2 or 3. When dropping the kettlebell into the rack, and that's true for push press and jerk, make sure you use your body to buffer and connect the arm to the body.
Don't just drop it onto the elbow, because that can injure your elbow. So support your elbow with your ribs. Keep your torso vertical. 3, 2, 1. Single on the left. So when we're training, we're breathing shallowly from behind the shield of our braced abdominals. When we're recovering, we're breathing deep. Now 3, 2, 1, single on the right, brace those abs. So you do not have to follow my breathing schedule. You can use your own as long as it's the same and it doesn't get interrupted and you're not all over the place. So it has to be consistent. Okay, 1 or 2 on the left. If at all possible, inhale with your nose when you recover. You can exhale with your mouth. 3, 2, 1. 1 or 2 on the right. In the next round, you're going to focus on squeezing both butt cheeks together during the clean. Make it powerful. Keep the kettlebell close, butt cheeks squeeze together. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, or 3 on the left. So we always exhale when we drop into the rack, because when you punch yourself in the stomach like this or into the ribs, it helps to release a little bit of air rather than land on just on a full diaphragm. So that's why we do a short exhale. And other side, 1, 2, or 3. And so whenever landing into the rack, it's a small exhale. Sharp one without relaxing your abdominals. Okay, next one is a single on the left. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So at the top of the movement, our bicep is next to our ear. We're never here, we're always here. Point your armpit forward, keep your arms straight. Even if it's here and not here, it's best to keep it straight rather than bent like this. That's dangerous for the shoulder. Right side coming up, 1 rep. You can also do Darth Vader breathing, like this, or with your mouth closed. Helps you recover. 1 or 2 on the left. So this type of breathing is hard style breathing. It's not designed for many reps. That's why we're doing maximum 3, because you can't maintain it. It's short and sharp. This is not Girivoy breathing, which is a bit more flowing. Designed for power. And right side, 1 or 2. And that's it. So we're not doing the third, we're doing just 20 minutes, and and that's us done. So you don't need to do the 3 reps. If you've been doing 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, you're finishing on 1 and 2. If you did singles, great. The way that you progress this is once what you've just done feels about 6 out of 10 intensity, so fairly easy, you can add some reps. Once you can perform 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 on a certain weight, you can increase the weight and go back down to singles.
Today's circuit has no focus exercise. This means that we perform all the exercises for just 1 round of 10 reps. Remember, all of them should be done lightly or moderately. So none of them should be done with heavy, intense loading. So first exercise is a Bulgarian split squat. You can also do regular split squats. So I'm gonna put my foot up. I'm not using any weights because all the exercises are done lightly for 10 reps. And off we go. Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you come up. Go as low as you can. Since I can't touch the floor with my knee, I gauge how deep I go by how much stretch I feel in my hip flexor and quad of the back leg. I push with the heel of my front leg. My knee is always in line with the toe. So if you find that 10 reps with body weight is too challenging, you can do fewer reps. All right, shake it off. So in this circuit, we alternate upper and lower body movements. Our next movement is row. So you can either row with kettlebells by supporting your torso on another kettlebell or a piece of furniture, or you can row with rings. I'm going to row with rings. It's 10 reps. You're going to exhale as you pull. Try not to rush the movement, follow your breathing. There's plenty of time to complete on both sides if you're doing 1 arm kettlebell row. Shake off your arms, shake off your legs. All right, we've got 5 seconds. And it's your lower body next. We have single leg Romanian deadlift. 10 reps on each side. Start on your non-dominant leg. So my left leg is stronger. My left leg is weaker, but my right leg is less balanced. So today I'm going to start on my wobbly leg, which is the right one. Inhale as you go down, exhale as you come up.
You do not have to touch the kettlebell to the ground because it's a Romanian deadlift. Oops, I'm gonna repeat that rep. And definitely keep the shoulder packed and avoid reaching with your arm to the ground. So shoulders should stay packed, the arm stays short. We fully open the hips at the top, standing nice and tall. Brace your abdominals, avoid arching the back at the top. Vertical plank. All right. Our next one is upper body again. And this is a military press. You can press with one arm or you can press with double kettlebells. 10 reps either way. Use light kettlebells so that you can press all 10. We're gonna exhale on the press, inhale on the lower. So during recovery period, breathe with your full diaphragm, with all of your ribs. Exhale and fully empty your lungs. If you want to do an extra bit, you can even breathe like a Darth Vader, like this. Inhale with your nose and then exhale all the way until you even cough out the rest of the air. This has been shown to be the best way to breathe for recovery scientifically. So there you go. You will sound creepy, but you'll recover better. So we're preparing for a lower body lift, and it's going to be the squat. And we're doing a regular squat. So you can squat with body weight. You can squat with goblet held kettlebell, or you can squat with doubles. Today I'm gonna squat with doubles, so my legs feel strong, and I'm gonna use 2 light kettlebells. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Pause at the bottom, don't bounce out of the bottom. Push with your heels as you squat. Push your knees out. Keep your chest up. Our last exercise coming up, and it is for our upper body. And again, you have a choice of either doing it with a kettlebell or doing it with bar or rings. If you don't have a bar or gymnastics rings, you will do a pullover. So pullover is here. If you have bar or rings, you will do assisted pull-up for 10 reps. I will be doing leg assisted pull-up. I inhale as we go down, exhale as we come up. Nice long neck. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. All right, great stuff. All right, great work. So that was the end of our circuit. And now we move on to the stretch. We begin our 10-minute stretch with the upper trapezius. So we're gonna lean our head to the side, pull the opposite shoulder away from the ear. You can use a kettlebell for that, or you can just use your arm. And tuck your chin gently toward your chest until you feel the stretch running from the base of your skull all the way to the top of your shoulder blade. So this is your upper trapezius, and we need to keep it long so that our shoulders are stable. And change sides. Leaning the chin down toward the chest. If you find that this is the muscle that is always tight, do it even if we don't do it in class. Next one is archer arm stretch. I'm going to do it while sitting in seiza. So you're going to get your right arm under, left arm over, link your hands, and sit on your heels like this. Now you can always link your hands using another object. And remember, we're trying to keep our elbows pointing straight up and straight down, not out to sides. Change sides, and I'm going to tuck my toes under and stretch the toes at the same time. So stretching the toes is very important if you want to have healthy toes during lunges and a healthy lunge position. If you're finding it too painful to sit for the entire 30 seconds, you can go back down into seiza or come up like this. Next is wrist flexor stretch. Place your hands on the ground with your fingers spread out. Drop your shoulders down. Your elbow pits are pointing forward, and you can rock from side to side. Be careful not to put too much pressure on this, on your wrists, because they're not the strongest of joints. And flip those hands over. And here we're trying to rotate our elbows so that the elbow pits are pointing forward. You will feel this in your forearms. So the farther away the hands are from you, the more challenging the stretch will be. Next we have downward dog stretch. And we're stretching the calves. Push your hips up, feet together, drop your heels to the ground, and either both together or one at a time, feel the stretch in your calves. Next we have couch stretch. We're going to use our left leg first. So bring your left leg onto the wall. Right foot flat on the ground. Drop your hips down. And exhale. During our stretches, we breathe deep
Focusing on full exhale, fully emptying the lungs with each breath. Next, we get vertical. Tuck our pelvis under, feeling the stretch in our left quad. And if you want to enhance the stretch here, you can raise your left arm, grab yourself by the wrist and pull the arm over to the right. You will feel the stretch a little bit more intensely. And change sides. Right leg on the wall or the couch. And drop the hips down. So when stretching, we try to inhale with our nose and exhale with our nose or mouth. Inhaling through the nose calms the body down. And get vertical. Tuck the pelvis under. And if you want to enhance the stretch, raise the right arm and pull the wrist over to the left. If you're finding that this stretch is too intense, i.e. you cannot get vertical, then you need to push your knee away from the wall a little bit more. Next, we have butterfly stretch. So we bring our feet together, pull them into the groin, big chest, shoulders down and back, and long neck. You can also enhance it by exhaling and pulling forward, inhaling and getting vertical. Now one leg, so our right one, is going to go back now. So one leg stays in front, the other one goes back into the pigeon stretch. And you square your hips, flex this foot, and your pelvis should be pointing at your ankle. Try to sink your hips down as you exhale. Now we're going to change sides. So bring one leg in and the other one back out. So pigeon is a great stretch because not only does it stretch your glutes and your hips, it also stretches the front of your hips, or the hip flexor. Keep your weight distributed evenly between the two legs. And now we're going to do the straddle stretch. So open your legs fully. Big chest, you can rest your hands behind you for support. Shoulders down, nice long neck. If you want to enhance this stretch, keeping the back straight, you can slowly walk your hands forward. Remember not to hunch, not this. Keep your chest forward. So all the movement happens from the hips. Next one, we lie down on the back. Bring our left knee to our chest and move it over to the opposite side of the body. Looking over to the left with our eyes, both shoulders on the ground. Next, we're gonna straighten this left leg. And you can grab yourself either by the toe, or behind the calf, or behind the knee, whatever you can reach. And continue looking in the opposite direction. This is called hamstring cross-body stretch. You'll feel it in your hamstring. And now we're gonna change sides. Bring your right knee to your chest, push it across, press it down with your left hand, and look to the right. Next, we're going to straighten the right leg. And remember to breathe in this position. If it feels too difficult to breathe, then ease off a little bit. The body should be able to breathe during a stretch. Next, we're going to place both feet on the ground. You're going to drop your left knee inwards and then press your right ankle on top of your knee like this. Then you're going to reach with your left arm up as high as you can above your head, and you're going to feel the stretch in your left hip and in your side. Internal rotation stretch. Change sides. Drop your right knee inwards. Press down with your left ankle and reach up with your right arm. You might find that one of your legs is tighter than the other, that's okay, as long as there's not too much of a difference. Your right buttock does not have to be on the ground. And finally, happy baby pose. Grab yourself by the toes, raise your legs and rock from side to side. Remember to breathe deeply. Feel grateful for all the work that you've done. Your body is rejoicing. Excellent. Well done on completing this session, and I'll see you next one.